now that we've gotten a little deep, let's get a little dark. This is the favorite part of the show that we like to do. You got your hat?
Get your hat on, Patti.
Get your hat on.
Oh my
God, I love it.
It's my favorite cut. Like, it's really great.
This is my biggest, craziest one. It's because the only one I can find.
You're gonna have to back up from the camera so we can see the whole thing. But no.
I love it. The favorite part of the show, called Witchin and Bitchin. Oh my God.
Like cackle.
Yeah, that was a deep curdled cackle. I'm a huge fan. This is the part of the show where we witches bitch about shit, and we want to hear, Patti, what do you have to bitch about?
Okay, well, I almost was being led to like it's my soulmate stuff, but we don't need to go there. You can say that for a different time. I just think it's that people are such chicken shits. They give away their power all the time. I'm sure you guys know, working with people, they give away their free will, they give away their power, they give away their ability to anything, to anybody, to belief systems. Good Lord. You give away your power. Somebody else is going to tell me what to do. Something else is going to lead me. Even picking what color to wear. It's like, oh, my horoscope says I'm supposed to wear this today. It's like, what? I just drives me crazy. It's to me, I think it's like, there could be lots of reasons, like you were even talking before of the martyr. Oh, poor me, I can't do this. It's like, yeah, you're a victim. You can't do anything. You victims got nothing. Take fucking responsibility and even admit you were wrong. Even if you weren't wrong, say I did this, or I want this, or screw that, and then you have power. Then you can change it.
Right.
And that's why it's, like we were talking about before with the definition of magic, it's the ability to cause change in conformity with will. And it all comes down to the will of the witch. And it is our will to not let XYZ take our power. And that's what is beautiful, like we were talking about with witchcraft, and why witchcraft is so appealing. And especially in a growing trend, like witchcraft right now is definitely like on a on a skyrocket right now.
It cracks me up. I'm like, oh my God, I'm 3 decades ahead of the curve on this. 4 decades ahead of the curve. It is, so but it's great. Because again, the world became numb, and other traditional religions aren't keeping up with modern times and the need for modern times. And not everybody wants to be a sheep or a lamb of God. It's like, I don't want to be a sheep. I want to lead this. But again, that's that power thing. It's a fear-based.
It's submitting to somebody else too, but almost like being too comfortable with it and having an obligation to that pain. Like, I have an obligation to this religion. Side note, my dad's a pastor, and I was raised in Alabama.
Wow.
Yep.
And little sprinkle coat on there.
Son of a pastor man.
Son of a pastor man. And I'm a gay witch. I won. But it comes down to not giving your power away. But I've noticed a lot in different faiths like that, is that it's this like relinquishing of your power, so giving, and then this martyrdom of just like, sorry, I have to be an asshole and damn you and lynch you, but it's not my fault. My religion told me to do it.
Exactly. It's like, it's like responsibility.
It's all about responsibility. People, it's like,
I have to stay with them, even though they're an asshole or abusive. I have to stay with them.
One of our human faults really is this. We're so afraid of change. We're so afraid. Witches aren't, but as a rule, one of these weaknesses in this human thing is we will stay in an uncomfortable situation. People will stay in bad relationships, abusive relationships, like you just said, because they're more afraid of the unknown than the bad thing that they have. It's
key.
It's like, it can only be better perhaps, and then but so afraid of shift and afraid of change. And again, taking responsibility. If you walk out of that abusive relationship, guess what? Now you have to take care of yourself. It can't be
Yeah,
any worse than somebody who treats you badly.
Yeah. I feel like in the responsibility sense, it's like people want to have someone to blame. It's like, I want you to tell me what to do so that if this shit goes wrong, then it's your fault. But it's not like I want to step up and do what I want to do. And if it goes wrong, crap, it's my fault. How do I deal with that? It's like, yeah, they like can't function.
They give away to the ego of, her and I talk about this with different people, is sharing the blame. Like, I can't accept the blame. And even if it's all of my fault, I have to give you at least 10% to prove to you I'm not completely to fault.
Just
so
makes
like,
me feel a little better.
it makes me feel a little better to share this blame with you. And it's people are relinquishing their power to their own ego. And that's a whole different like book on its own, talk about ego being positive and negative. But let's say, for fuck's sake, talk about the negative aspect of ego. It's relinquishing to that you always have to be right. So it's almost like another giving up your power.
Yeah, it's crazy. So grab your power back, people.
Yeah. I like that. Grab your power back, because
nobody's gonna give you. Got it. Nobody but you.
You got to take it.
You got to take it.
Right? Yeah. You got to grab it. You got to take it. They're not going to give it to you. Like it's, yeah.
My hat glows so weird under the candle. It's all one color, but
I love it.
I'm sitting here going, wow, this is my fancy ass hat.
You look awesome.
Yeah, you look great. We really appreciate it. And, thank you for that Witchin' and Bitchin'. That's why we like to do this for our guests as well as for other people in the spiritual community, and why we made this podcast is to show we're not all loving lighters. We're not all like, everything's great. We were talking about this in our other podcast about toxic positivity. You can't be completely positive the whole time. And sometimes you need to bitch in order to cause change. Not to say like, bro, you should bitch all the time. But like, it's sometimes you need to get stuff off your chest.
No, you can't. That's why I won't use the word white witch. Good God. I like good because I'm good, but that means a lot of
I like to say chaotic neutral. When someone's like, oh, you're so good, I'm like, did you just assume my alignment? It's about walking that, that path and being able to like walk in the middle and not saying, because that's another ego construct, right? Is to say, this is bad, this is good. And to be able to pinpoint everything like that. I mean, that's another witchin' and bitchin'. But, let's say that there is, I'm just hypothetical word again, like arbitrary, but there's someone that a parent, a mother or father, and they have no food and they need food. There's nobody to get food and they have to steal a loaf of bread, whatever. Right. Is that bad because they stole? And it comes down to that whole like different construct of the ego and relinquishing your power to that whole concept of what, the fear-based thing is. That's bad karma. That's,
Yeah.
That's another fucking one. But
that is another one. Karma is a different word.
Karma's only a bitch if you are.
Yeah, exactly.
Awesome. So Patti, tell our listeners where they can find you, where they can follow you, where they can get your book. We want to know all of that.
Okay. Yes. Where you could find everything all at once is just go to my website, pattinegri.com, PATTINEGRI.com. From there, you can get to Facebook, Twitter, Instagram. My book is on Amazon, in audio or Kindle or print. It's really cheap. It's like $6 to $13. So yeah, like me, follow me, sign up for my newsletter. Got one, I think, went out tonight. Yay! Every month or every 6 months, whatever comes first. Usually every 6 months. I'm not very good at my regular newsletter, but yeah, Patti Negri.
Awesome. Thank you so much. I'm totally going to go get your audiobook and probably buy the hard copy too.
Oh my God, we're totally gonna go read it together and then
I'm
discuss
gonna
it.
send me your address and I'll send these to you. I'll send you the hard copy. Get the audiobook
Oh,
if you want,
cool.
but I'll send you
Cool.
because, yeah. But thank you. You guys are adorable. Thank you for having me on. This is awesome. Yay.
Thank you.
Thanks. We appreciate you. Thanks for your wisdom and the joy you brought tonight. Thank
Yeah, you definitely like, you are one of our, you're our favorite, like witchy, like, you got down, girl.